Hi again. So as promised, we are now going to watch one of the earlier games that I played against Alex. So that's the second game in the Martell Targaryen match. And I have a recording, you can see it from my perspective. And here we are. Connor and Saraaa are still with me. And if you guys are ready, we can click play at the same time.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so I will count down. 3, 2, 1, play. So hopefully that shows correctly on your screen. Stark Knights, which game would you prefer to watch that?
We can watch that if it's live, and then we can record the commentary later. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Francisco says no.
Francisco says no. Why does Francisco say no? Okay, then I stick with this one. We'll watch Stark Knights watch some other time, because I have to record commentary for this at some point, and yeah.
But it's a cool one. It's Templar with Kingdom of Shadows against Many-Faced God. Okay.
Okay,
We've
so
started now.
sorry.
I said we've started now. So
Yeah, that's true.
We have started. So it's Banner of the Watch for Targaryen and plays Dyven and Garrett. So it's a Ranger deck. We saw that played out of Baratheon as well. So anyone can play Banner Watch with the Rangers.
And out
It
of
seems.
Lannister as well.
Yeah, since it's mainly non-loyal stuff that you can just play.
Yeah.
Not even wall defense out of Banner Watch, just Rangers. And I have 3 companies here. And as you can see,
did I
there's
miss a
some...
trick then by not playing Rangers?
No, I think that was a great call in that particular match. That particular game. So we have at the gates opening. Want the econ, want Gates of the Moon if we can get it here, because you need gold. Not just econ, you need specifically gold. So not reductions, but pure gold, because stuff comes in challenges. And it's not the worst. Starfall can deal with Dyven a little bit, right? Although have to deal with a lot of stuff coming out from the opponent this round. This is basically the deck Johan played in the World Cup for Norway. Few changes. Actually, they made some changes specifically to counter Targaryen, and then I didn't copy the latest version of the deck, and I just played the suboptimal one because of stupidity. But I don't think any of those cards that I was supposed to have swapped come up in this game. So we have what? Unbridled, but nothing, no Iron Bank or anything. There's only Flea Bottom, and we have a Bara, who didn't come up in my test games against myself when I played against Targaryen, so I don't know how valuable she is. I'm guessing a bit here that she could be good with Red Priest, the Spy Lady, Dornish Spy.
Dornish Spy,
Yeah.
or even the Southron Messenger.
Yeah, and the Messenger in hand. That works out okay. Just wondering if I need to kneel the reducer here. Is 1 gold going to matter? I could play Flea Bottom plus bestow it with free companies, but then I'm always using free companies to bestow Flea Bottom. I can never skip that, because it goes always to 0, right? And if I can bestow it with 1 initially, then, or with 2 even, it's you can focus on other stuff if you need to.
And he actually has the Nil faction card, guys, so that's good.
Yeah, that's true as well. Starfall duped just in case. I mean, aggressive Rangers, who knows if there's some kind of put to the torch, although I would be taking military icons primarily, I guess, anyway.
Yeah, until power icons appear, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't mind losing intrigue challenges so much when you've got so much fodder for Flea Bottom.
Basically second hand.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at the cards, right? If Flea Bottom was in play and those 5 other cards, all of them are targets for Flea Bottom. Except for the Shadow City. 4 of the 5.
Mm.
Lots of stuff, no power icons. Yeah. have to read them because these cards are not commonly played. Just checking for any stealth. Don't want Diven just to be completely free, so I think pretty much throughout the game I kept taking the military icon off him. Not sure if that was the correct call. Here actually I can afford to pass and see what happens if something kneels beforehand. Yeah, if she does a military, then he either leaves it and loses one, or he spends 2 defenders, right?
And Naive Scout can't defend, so
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
it's not worth his while here. And the last ranger is lost. I figured she might be the claim soak, so
May as well.
intrigue. Get stealthed anyway. Dive in. If I take military, he does intrigue with stealth. Bara's still there, right? So I have 2 icon control abilities here. One with Starfall and potentially with the Dornish Spy if she brings him in, or her in. But that messenger is looking tempting on Gren as well, right? It's naturally a single icon. Also Diven, although Diven is bigger and there is the Harris in the deck, so at some point you have to carry him through, so returning him to hand maybe not that great, just gets replayed. Here I was making the plan what to do.
Could also consider taking both intrigue icons.
Yeah, so military potentially, or intrigue potentially takes that messenger out, so it's the chance to do it just here. I figured I have a nice little set of cards that go in the discard pile. So if one of those is discarded rather than Flea Bottom,
Or the Shadow City, it's great.
yeah, so good chance. And okay, if I lose Messenger, fine, I get the Spy, and if I lose the Spy, I get the Messenger. Of course, I obsessed about it a little bit. That's what the delay is for. And in the end, decided that maybe Gren is the guy I want to get rid of. And keep diving.
Stops any power gain, and so and it keeps you at 2.
I really didn't want to lose Flea Bottom. And he also enters play and does his thing. It's a reaction to entering play, so he can be Flea Bottom, but you have to take all icons beforehand.
Yep.
So he's probably 4th best actually, but still, it's a character. It's not one of the 2 locations. So question is, do I? Yes, of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Have to just read it to see that it does what I think it does. I can tell you that I play Mission in Essos in this one, and I messed it up so many times trying to return stuff that isn't Martell characters, or just getting the traits wrong. It's you need to practice this one a little bit to get it right. And here I was just thinking, is there any value using free companies on anything? Opponent's characters, one of my own characters, I don't see any interaction, so I just passed it.
Francisco asked, why did you not play Flea Bottom and the Shadow locations?
Instead of characters. Well, then
Yes.
you'd lose
I suppose so.
a lot more stuff, right, in the opening.
Mm.
It's a bit of time now. In Shadow City, then you can stick a bunch of stuff in Shadows for a reduced cost. And this is actually a little sad here for Alex. Just gets the one. I mean, he has 9 reserve, and it looks like it's all Rangers. You would expect to get 3 or 4. But, Lucas played this against me in round 1 and he got 6 Rangers in 7 cards, so I think that's a bit of justice done. This guy with his icons, not what I wanted to see, because there was no power icon previously, and you can control the others a little bit, but now there's 4
Everybody's
power
got a
icons.
power icon.
Everybody has all the icons almost, so there's...
Yeah, I mean, Rangers either have no power icons or everyone has power icons. So.
Yeah, there's 13 icons in play now, so how many can I take? 2? Yeah, now what? Shadow City and everything that has shadow can be played in Shadows. I will concede a lot though. Flea Bottom also. If I play out most of my hand into Shadows, then Flea Bottom has to go also on the board, because you can't get that discarded. It's too important. I mean, there's Brand the Builder to potentially fetch a new one, but if I don't play any characters, I'm not winning a challenge. Just checking if Sir Jeremy Riker gives himself the power icon. He doesn't, for what it's worth. So he has only one. If I take it, he doesn't have one anymore. And also Rihanna Martell cannot possibly get discarded for Intrigue. I mean, she is costly to bring in and out of Shadows, so ideally you either cheat her in with Star for Spy or Traitor's Whisper, which is in the deck. Shouldn't be, but I failed to successfully take it out. I have a card with Shadow in Shadow, so actually now it would work out. So maybe it wasn't a mistake after all, but I wanted to put poison coins in just to kill some characters. Yeah, she can't get discarded, so... And I leave myself 2 gold, which is just enough to potentially do stuff. There's one character there, one Skimming Snake, or maybe the mercenary man. What's he called? Tattered Prince.
Tattered Prince. The mercenary man. Makes him sound like something out of a Stallone movie.
Take Diamond's icon again so that he can do a free one for what it's worth. No other stealth at the moment. By the way, can you play Jon Snow?
You can play the...
Yeah.
Which one?
The Wildling one you can play.
The Wildling
you could even play the 6-cost core one with just the Intrigue icon, but...
Yeah, I mean, he would work, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would work just fine. Look at the characters. I mean, there's barely a Tark card played so far.
Insight. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm losing some more board. I have... I'm going to lose Intrigue for sure. And I have 3 characters, so Obara is not good in the discard pile. But the other 2 can then be flea bottomed in, and Star for Spy would be amazing. You need to win a challenge, and kind of happy to see characters being committed to the challenge here.
Yeah, because that then means you can get the Intrigue unopposed, going back the other way.
Yeah, and Brand the Builder, of course. I have 3 of the 4 locations I want in this deck. I'm just missing the Iron Bank, which honestly is decks where that's on setup, games where that's on setup or in round 1 usually go better. Relentless Assault for the power challenge. That's going to hurt the power totals, but it does mean he'll do other challenges to kneel the characters, right?
Yeah, it just means he's getting whacked on the way back and you're getting cards.
Exactly.
Yeah, if the spies hit here, you could bring that back. Oh, the other spy I meant, to take the icon from Riker so he can't do the second power challenge.
Yeah, but now this has worked out even better because
Yeah.
she comes in and she's going to bring Ariane and Martell in.
Yep.
Is there any chance? No, there isn't. I just have to eat this one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Scheming
there's...
Snake doesn't work.
Nope.
Tattered Prince does. He wins it.
Yep, and then you still get a Brand Builder trigger.
Although here, I seem to remember thinking that I'll just defend with them. Maybe slight unneeded paranoia about stuff that could still come from hand, right? Because he could defend alone and then I just win with her on whatever challenge. Now I get one more challenge with Ariane, not power and intrigue, just one of the two. Tattered Prince could have defended alone and then I could still achieve this. I don't know what can be done with Zero. I mean, you can always play Incinerate or whatever. It's a Targ deck after all. But
Gifts for the Widow to get Noble Lineage that can't go on anybody.
yeah, I panic a bit in these situations, and looking back, it looks stupid.
I mean, if there's Incinerate, you're not dying, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, even if Tattered Prince gets Incinerate and he doesn't win, whatever, I lose the power challenge that I was going to defend otherwise, and then I still do 2 challenges back, and there's another 2 cards gone, right? And I do Intrigue after that, so opponent running out of resources. There's my bank. Gonna play it round 3, it's a bit late. When there was actually another Relentless Assault, so we see the plan now. But luckily I stopped most of the damage. So it's only 5-4. I do this, of course.
Yep.
Now, I was thinking here, I'm going to do Harris. It's a very do Harrisable board. And I was thinking, do I use free companies in standing because Garrett will need the faction card when I reveal the Harris. I thought, is that a bit of a spoiler? Should I just leave without the agenda? I mean, it could put it on Tattered Prince, which I'm probably not even going to want to keep in play. So
Yeah, if anything, you just let Tattered Prince go back to Shadows.
yeah, exactly. Or in the end, I'm not sure if I even kept him. Yeah, okay. Subordinate Fate makes it awkward, and I can keep more of the board here if I just keep the messenger for now.
Yep.
Would have been even better if I did the power challenge last round. Okay, Jeremy Rackman dive and doesn't keep 3 characters.
Yeah, and now you can start doing. You can get some more board presence with the guard army in the shadows.
At the moment, nothing has power. And oops, okay, my other potential reset is Morgulis, so this is not fun. But there's a guy that's going to get power. Although if I let him get power on military, that's going to be so costly. So
Yeah.
Varys takes some gold as well, so it's not like he's immediately playable. You want to either put a bunch of stuff in shadows to reduce the cost, or he takes
Bring him out the spy.
Yeah, he takes the actual gold that's doing 3 other things, or you have to cheat him in. And I think getting the Iron Bank played seems like a priority.
Yep. There's not a lot else coming out of hand anyway this round onto the board. Maybe a Desert Raider, but then it just gets killed for Corin. But then the Southern Messenger gets killed from Corin anyway.
Yeah, just want to protect him from Intrigue Claim more than anyone else. If I play Obara, she's taking the rest of the gold, so nothing's coming in. I can get Starfall and I can get potentially the escort.
Yeah.
There is supporting the fate, sorry.
Yeah, so that was fine. Obara was the correct play.
Didn't see it now, and I don't remember if I even saw that in the game. I must have done. Otherwise, surely I'd leave myself some gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a trigger that Alex was hoping to prevent by playing supporting the fight. So it's going to mess with him a little bit. I can start with the escort and Starfall taking Corin and Ivan's military icons. But the guy doesn't kneel now. That's the non-kneeling guy that Lucas also had.
the hunt for a scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so obnoxious.
Right.
You could have some Shadow City bastard for him. That would be nice.
Yeah. They're better in Mono Night's Watch for sure, because then you can play. If you have two of them, you can also play the Watcher on the wall because they don't defend anyway.
Yeah. First things first, the guy that's going to increase claim virtually. So now, do I
Yeah.
take dive? And he's just going to do a free attack if I don't.
Yeah, I think you do.
Mm-hmm.
Force him to kneel as much of his board as he can before you get to do challenges.
And yeah, I have two cards that are good with flea bottom. Go for the scheming
The
snake.
snake.
I can remove him on the intrigue challenge if it does that. Or no, it can't. Sorry, he has
Nope.
two icons now.
Yeah. It only really works on Corin.
Bara still there with the spy, by the way, so that's another icon potentially gone. But I want to use her in the challenge if I can before that.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a waste.
Yeah, just checking. Two relentless assaults gone. If he had power, right, he's a target for Varys, so it is 7-2 if I defend with this, but if he has power, it's not the worst thing. He can potentially be killed. And this is not super fun.
It's a little weak military. No.
Escorts there to defend. Still kind of haven't spent Obara though, so it's not a good trade at the moment. And yeah, the non-kneeling. Okay. I have to spend another defender because I need to keep the card advantage. Okay, I can take an icon, so maybe I can push stuff back as well. And flea bottom's there to do stuff.
Well, you're winning the military,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can take whatever other icon you want. But obviously, you might want to do power, but you can't win that.
Well, you could do power. I was thinking if you use the location, the shadow location, to bring to
Oh,
put
the spy.
Star for Spy in this card and you put it in with flea bottom and can do Varys and stuff. That was my
Yeah.
thinking at least during the game.
It takes
It's
all the
not
you
cards
draw-
kind
strong.
of.
It's not strong enough to win the power though, because there's 7 on the other side. Oh yeah, there's 7 on the other. Oh no, you take the power icon. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean with Ariane's ability.
She should do
Or
military.
actually,
This can't be defended, right? And now it's a choice. We'll see what happens. Is it going to be a dupe, or if a dupe is taken, I'm eventually looking at some kind of Morgulis, not with Ariane unprotected, but hopefully at some point. And if the guy is taken that doesn't kneel, then the other 3 characters are not too fond of March to the Wall. And I have the messenger as a character that's easily discarded, and the dupe is taken. Also have stuff that returns to hand and such. So power challenge is not happening now, right? It's a bit sad, but this one is, and it's another unopposed and gets rid of the last card.
You could do a. Well, you can't win it now actually. Yeah.
Gran was still there, yeah, of course. That's what I was. That's why I was determined to do this this intrigue. I remember that Gran was still there, and now it's 0 characters, so top deck or nothing, right?
Yeah. What's?
Just checking if there's any value.
No, because he just goes to the bottom of the deck. Cause he's not
Yeah,
winning it.
it's spending flea bottom and I have to rebestow it, so now I'm kind of one ahead with everything, right? I have my
Yep.
faction card standing and both locations have gold. It's not a good march to the wall. I mean, it's better for me than for Alex.
Yeah.
Since he took the dupe, I don't think it's Morgulis, and even if there were Morgulis with 2 gold and just dive in there, it's a disaster for him, even if Rihanna dies, so what to do? Do we
You
march
could
anyway?
march the Dornish. You could march the Dornish spy, and then he marches us the scout.
Ooh, into view winner you die and on 8 power.
That's
That's not
risky
fun.
business. He's made you first player as well.
Well, I considered the spy, but now that he's played you win or you die, that
Messenger seems
Yeah.
a bit more inviting.
return
Yeah.
to the hand, return to hand stuff with. Actually, I thought 0 reserve, but there is 1 reserve. That's annoying.
Where's he getting the 1 reserve? Oh, Tywin.
Yeah. Well, if I could get him to hand, but yeah, he's duped. So
Yeah. But if you can bounce a dupe off, then Morgulis is inviting. So
didn't particularly want to go first here.
no.
Now I'm counting the gold, thinking that Varys is happening this round with that core in there. So he's shadow 6. I have 8 gold, so if I play Obara, it's not happening anymore.
I mean, you can remove enough icons with the Starfall Spy and Starfall to get the intrigue through, which isn't relevant anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or even the power, and then just ping Varys in with the spy.
Calculating how much gold is realistically needed. If I spend 1 from the Iron Bank, I have. If I spend nothing, I have 3 left. That's enough for 1 star for spy. If I spend both, I'd have 5. That doesn't work out for 2 spies, so it's pointless.
Yeah.
Could have spent the Iron Bank earlier and then rebestow it, but well, now my icon control is fucked. And 2 military challenges. I did not want this.
That is not good.
So he needs to play around the messenger still because of Starfall, right? So any of those characters, those Bicons, they just go back to hand if they're in the challenge. So that's still one thing in my favor.
Do you leave Starfall up until you've initiated the challenge to try and bait him in?
Just panically checking what it does.
You know what it does. You've read the card 50 times, Miha. You know what it does.
It's really embarrassing watching this back. So I pass the window, give him chance for nightmares if he has it.
Does he have it?
And then the usual plan, right? Do a challenge or two, see if anything kneels before you start with the icon control. He doesn't have claim soak, so if he claims Diven, then Morgulis is on. If he claims one of the others, they're not very claimable. He properly defends with Khal Drogo, who is now going to hand, right? And then I can also have a chance of varicing away the Corin unless he defends. Yeah. And there we are. Could still have happened with Obara, but yeah, now I've used Starfall on a character that's already done its thing, so that's a minor disaster.
Yep.
Maybe should have done Intrigue.
But then he would have just used the Nightmares anyway.
Yeah, but at least I know it's there on Flea Bottom or Starfall.
Yep.
Honestly, Flea Bottom seems the better deal for him, right?
Yep.
And now I'm thinking how not to lose this because I can't take icons anymore apart from the Dornish Spy.
Which you can't bring in until you've used Obara, really.
Yeah.
And you can't win the power. I mean, you could. It'd stop him from if he defends, you know, he gains a power and isn't murdering you.
I was trying to win this power challenge and bring Varys in with as few resources spent as possible, but problem is he has... I can't attack with 6 and I can't attack with 7 because he gets away with defending with 2 characters and 1 still standing.
So you could do the intrigue for 5.
Yeah, but then I bring in Varys, who has an intrigue icon, and the spy has an intrigue icon, and power icons are just a janitor.
Of course.
Yeah, we're about to see something really bad, Francisco, now. Just a completely illogical place. Okay, so I thought this is the only way to actually win. Okay, he can defend with everyone, then the challenger's face fizzles. Fine by me, right? But he doesn't spend any defenders, so... Yeah, if I had some pinch or something now would be honestly great. It's theoretically possible to bring the other one and win an intrigue challenge before Varys comes in. I'm just thinking whether that's something that interests me. Boards are too big. I can't think things through. here I went for, well, spoilers, went for the standing one. I thought, okay, kill the standing one, Drogo's already knelt. Drogo allows him to do 2 challenges.
Well, he couldn't do 2 challenges if you take military icon from Daivan, right?
I mean, it would be Riker and the other guy, but yeah. One I could defend, right?
I mean, huh? Well, Daivan can do the one standing, and then there's only one icon. I mean, only one Riker. Riker can't.
Oh,
use this.
I
Not
think
more.
I'm thinking if Corin was still in play, yeah. Here my best play probably is to take the military icon now. Then I lose power because I have nothing to claim power, and he does intrigue, which honestly, if I have another spy, I can just defend, right? Wish I didn't have to rewatch this.
It's okay.
He didn't do the challenge, which is fair enough, I guess. But then I failed to take the military icon.
Yep.
And here I thought, okay, I'll suffer. I wasn't thinking that Drogo is here with 2 challenges that I can't possibly defend, and he's just going to murder me. Kind of forgot about him. I think it's still salvageable, so if I take the military icon now, like an idiot, I can defend the other one against Riker with 2 spies still standing, right? But
Yeah.
then I would lose the intrigue challenge against Daivan and lose the rest of my hand. So at this point I thought, let's get Obara back to hand. I'll see what happens after Morgulis. He's down to 0 cards. I didn't see the 1 reserve, of course, because I'm an idiot. And I thought I'll have card advantage. I have the econ to do stuff even on the Morgulis turn, unless it's some kind of political disaster. And still 2 cards in shadow. Still I have Flea Bottom, which has characters there, and Starfall. So fuck it, let's claim stuff, and it doesn't matter what dies now because everything is dying. So what's happening with Varys' strength? It was it 3? Oh, because he doesn't have
Because he hasn't got gold.
gold. Okay, makes sense. So here I didn't consider, actually. I thought, okay, everything's dying, so she's milked. It's not gonna signal the Morgulis if I claim her because she's milked. And I thought if he plays March to the Wall, Spy is better in the discard pile than Varys is. But kind of actually the better play was to keep Varys and bestow him with the Ojenna, right? And dominance is tied because power totals matter now. I'm going to get unopposed power with 2 claim, and I'm going to also lose dominance. If he had relentless assault, yeah, it wouldn't quite win it for him, but close. Or would it? No, it wouldn't.
Unopposed 2 claim, it would win it. If he did it on
Uh,
the power challenge.
no, but he would have 1 power less because he's just 1 dominance. He wouldn't if he did a power challenge.
Oh, yeah.
So that was very bad. And the rest of the game I played slightly better, fortunately. No more Varys to kill Drogo, so now I can't really play trade routes and start playing again. I have to do this. If he wants to keep the 1 power, he has to go first, which is not generally good for him. Although now on the Morgul's turn and the non-dealer, and I draw 2 non-characters, which is not what I wanted at all.
Time to start drawing cards with Shadow City and challenges.
However, look at what he drew. So mystery card, and he has two of those blades that give him renown. He's not going to have a military icon, right? So he didn't draw anything here to really close the game after that
Yeah,
horrible
really,
round.
he had to put the attachments in, I think, just for the gate to trigger.
Mhm.
And now you have the messenger to just bounce him back to hand.
I'm just counting the Iron Bank gold here, or the gold that I need for challenges. I have trade routes still, don't need the Iron Bank that badly next round, so if I play Obara... Yeah, I want 6 gold left over. If I play Obara, I have to spend 1 from the Iron Bank. Right. And if I want the Shadow City, which I do, I have to spend the other from the Iron Bank. But yeah, playing free companies, so can always put it back. Have to do this to get the draw. I could also just marshal the Desert Raider in theory. Yeah, I think this is decent enough.
It's better. No, it's not. It makes no difference, actually.
Waiting for Nightmares as the first action. Well, unopposed with renown. But, well, it wouldn't be unopposed. She could trade for Desert Raider, but he can't be killed, so I'd need to bring out Claimsock. So I do this, and now he can do a challenge, right? Because I have that Southern Messenger. And if there's no Nightmares for Flea Bottom, diving goes to hand. Yeah. He can't oppose either, right? Same thing. 1 Rose Road. So replaying Diamond is really costly. He can just waste around and see see what else he draws, and he's not dying due to claim, so the only way he dies is if he is returned to hand somehow. So I have intrigue available, I have military available in hand if I want it. Would be slightly dangerous to do military against him with his renown if he got another icon, but
Just in case one of those cards is off to Goldtown.
yeah, although I think might have used it on the attack if it were.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because he has claim, it would actually force you to use resources. Why not? Keep one standing.
I don't know why not. I guess it's still a mystery card at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just switches around.
And here I thought, okay, perfect. I'll get Begging Brother. I have 3 gold left. I'll fully bestow him. Of course, she doesn't
Nope.
bring Begging Brother in, so sad day.
Nope, not Ariane.
That's all really, really sad. And there's the gold back. Didn't need to spend Flea Bottom, so 13-7. There's plenty of time for things to turn around, and now I do have claim. I have You Win or You Die, so now we're talking, right? Although somehow I managed to lose initiative, which is not nice.
No,
He
but if you
played
can
Double
control
Maiden.
icons,
This time I do draw characters. See, nothing to do but Ariohotach.
oh,
And Dupe. Now he can go in challenge. Just didn't want to see that.
yeah, but you have the scheming snake that can just stop him from contributing his strength, so that's great.
He plays out attachments. Doesn't play characters. So he used the gate, right? And still didn't draw anything.
Nope.
I mean, if there was another character, I can control it a little bit, right? Ariohotach, the flea bottom stuff, Obara. It's not bad, but a single character is really useless. He needed more. At this point, it's becoming increasingly likely that there's not going to be a political disaster. And Mad King's Command, even if it happens, I want these fiefdoms already in play.
Yep. You already gained the gold, so you probably win that turn anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just calculating, I need to spend 5 from shadows, so if I want to bring both of them out, so I don't have gold for Ariohotach, I can leave it so that I spend 5 and 2, or I can just have him with Obara and just invest in a begging brother instead. I mean, there's nothing to cancel, but it is a bicon, and it is your winner die. I need to leave 5, I said, right? So,
yep.
Spending the bank again.
Yep. The cards you're losing, you don't mind losing for you when you die anyway.
Yeah.
Like you can always flea bottom Hotar or the begging brother.
Perfect for flea bottom. So he is struggling again to do a challenge because I remove the dupe if I play Southern Messenger, right? And then military claims getting him. So. And this time, let there be no mistakes, we have to do that intrigue correctly. My reserve is 0, so I also, if possible, would like to keep those cards in shadows in case he plays Morgulis next. Would be decent to keep
So
those because I'm top decking.
Yeah, so Obara's kind of locked onto the board, right?
Yeah, unless the situation calls for Hotach, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like Ariane where you can trigger her in taxation. Well, you couldn't trigger her anyway because you've got no cards in hand, but...
So he's discarded Dead Jeremy and another Pit Fighter's Blade, but now gets 2 new cards, which could be better. Well, I can do power freely and then military. Again, he can't defend, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you did the power with the begging brother, you still win? Do you still win Dom anyway?
No. Do I?
No, I don't think so. If you left Obara standing, you would have.
Yeah, but now that 12 power for him isn't something I'm that worried about.
Nope.
He can't reset with losing the dupe, right? So his last plot is March or Morgulis. I mean, that's over. He has to have something constructive.
If it's March or Morgulis, it just loses.
Could have won dominance by 1, right? In theory. And here I thought, okay, the order doesn't matter, of course. You have to click on them. And it's to Harris.
Well, begging brother, Obara, and the Desert Raider, and you lose a spy. Cool.
Yeah. He goes first again, which suits me fine. Okay, I have so much econ that doesn't matter for the fiefdoms, but I can play that Hotach or whatever when he's in the challenge. I could have drawn better here.
Yep.
And just the one character this time, so could have done with 3, honestly. I don't know what happened to all of his characters, and his draw event, I mean, was a disaster in the beginning. Could have found dupes for these guys. Okay, he did eventually, but
Too late.
yeah. There's military again gone. The other guy has it, so still need to be slightly careful. With 4 gold you can do stuff, I guess.
Scheming Snake deals with it. It's fine. Oh. Okay.
Well, that's a good one. And now it's a good job I have Arahota, because with stealth he can win military with renown, right? In theory.
Yep.
However, just checking if Scheming Snake does the same job. It doesn't. He got too many icons.
Yeah, it's got to be a Monocon.
Military not happening. I have stealth on the other 2, but I have 2 more characters coming in through shadows. Theoretically, could also do Shadow City and find something for Obara. Seen some spies and messengers, haven't seen Shadow City Bastards yet. Risky though, no guarantees, so
Yeah.
better to just play out those 2. I think if he had no cards in hand, this would be one for sure. Now it's still could be some surprise that I'm not thinking of. At this point I was beginning to treat it like a Night's Watch game, you know. Thought, okay, not much can happen. I wasn't even thinking this is a Targ deck that could play Consuming Flames now. Never crossed my mind. And yeah, he can't do anything, so I could plot Stern out. I can play you win or you die next round if I don't close, which I do. So yeah, almost threw it away there. Although in hindsight, it didn't go too badly. I was going Morgulis anyway, did more damage to him, and I kept the cards, which was important in the end because I had characters and he just top decked absolute crap. Happens, what can you do?
We've all been there.
Yeah. So that's the game, and we are going to watch another Martell game very soon, a few minutes away only now.